And yeah,
I got one last question. It's not to do with bags and bodies. It's more so about you. I got this thing called Magnum Opus dropping about you. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know, what is your most important battle or critical battle for your career?
Welcome to Champion Gold, Magnum Opus. First on the list is Hitman Holla.
Flip a 50 to a 50, that's 100. Young rich nigga on the come up. Effing in just in case he run up. Cash money, fast money, baby, I'm a stunner. Wrist wet, you won't get your bitch back. I'm that nigga Big Flex.
Before we get into this video, we have to define what Magnum Opus is. Is it a fancy term? Something that I just want to use to get across? No, it has an actual definition. A large and important work of art, music, or literature, especially one regarded as the most important work of an artist or writer. It sounds pretty straightforward to me, so please don't get confused. This is not referring to someone's best battle or someone's best song or someone's best drawing. Again, it's their most critical, it's their most important, the battle that got them to where they are right now. Their defining movement, their defining achievement to for you to see them as a star. You know what I mean? Again, so as we go through these battles, please understand my agenda. My agenda is to get you to agree with me. And of course, you can disagree. But again, my agenda is to say that the one specific battle, as we go through the video, is Hitman Holla's most important piece of work. And also, I had the luxury of actually attending Hitman Holla's Bags and Bodies, and he'll give us an answer as well. And we'll see if we got it right. All right. But before we get into that, I want to give you guys 10 seconds. I'll give you 15 seconds. 15 seconds for you to decide on your own of what you believe is Hitman Holla's most critical battle. Again, the definition is not the best piece of work. It's not your favorite piece of work. It's the most important piece of work to that said person's career. I'll give you 10 seconds. Pick on your own. I'm not here to influence you for the most part. I'm here to plead my case. So 10 seconds starting now.
In the booth, high stepping. I guess I'm in my prime. Man, catch me lacking never. I'm tattooed to that iron. Flip a 50 to a 50, that's 100. Young rich nigga on the come up. Effing in just in case he run up.
All right, what did you choose? Comment now before we get into this. What did you choose as Hitman Holla's most critical piece of work today? All right, there's a lot of choices on top of that too. It's a lot of things you could pick. First up, Hitman Holla versus Cassidy. We have a trending face-off, a trending announcement. They trended on Twitter the second it was announced. Shout to Verb Entertainment. The battle hit 1 million views in one day. I believe it's RBE's most viewed battle on the platform. Face-off getting 3.5 million views. And then the battle actually getting 5.4 million total views at the time of me recording this.
Battle on my left, who you be? In the industry, I don't give a fuck what you did. I made something out of nothing like my offspring. I'm a cook. I don't need it. I'm a star these days. Busy schedule, had to smuggle you in. I can't rap, then why none of them win? I created the style and battle rap that you struggling in. You won't cook? I'm a cook. Watch me work. You want to know why Nick Cannon don't come to my battles, nigga? Bitch, nigga, you can ask him yourself.
So the impact is there. You know what I mean? It's a very successful battle, but do you believe that this is Hitman Holla's most critical piece of work? This battle reached the masses. It was very debated. Nick Cannon comes out in the third round. A lot happens. You could make somewhat of an argument. You can make somewhat of an argument if you're that good. However, for me, this is at the later end of his career. So I believe Hitman Holla was Hitman Holla before this battle. He would be Hitman with or without this battle. Let me say it again. He would be Hitman Holla with or without this battle. On top of that, with all due respect to Hitman, I don't feel like this is his best piece of work written-wise either. Not even one of his best performances. So for me, Cassidy versus Hitman Holla is not Hitman's Magnum Opus. It's a shiny trophy. It had impact. It had views. But I don't believe that this battle ultimately changed your view of Hitman as a king or threat or super top tier, you know what I mean? Or made him to look like that to you within this battle. He was already that before this battle. Let's move on.
Then the girl gon' yell, oh yeah, that's that nigga. Hating ass dude gon' say that whack nigga. Somebody approach me like, you that rap nigga? I'm like Hitman blood to be exact nigga.
Now this one has a very good talking points to it, and I would love to see people make the case for this one, but it's not for me. Off the rip. Hitman Holla versus Bill Collector. Shout out to Verb Entertainment again. A 7-year beef. Wow. So if you didn't know, I'll make sure to put clips in here of what you need to know, what you need to see if you're a new supporter of battle rap. But Hitman Holla and Bill Collector exchanged words over socials, over Twitter, and things were said. And they got into a scuffle ensued. I don't want to get too much into that, because that's not what this video is about. It's not to bring up drama or to bring either of these artists back into that place.
My number, he called me, asked me what's a couple ways he can get money, what's some stuff he can do, you know what I'm saying? And I shot him some advice, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so you gotta do this. Get you a t-shirt coming, you know what I'm saying? Get you a run with something, you know what I'm saying? Go host parties, you gotta do like that. There's all kind of ways to get money out here. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It was all love. Never had one thing negative to say about dude and vice versa. So he started getting on Twitter doing all the little funny acts. Like, it's cool, like he'll make a profile picture of somebody, or he'll just start doing all this wild shit. Like he'll just tweet you 20 million times, droning and all wild shit. Like that's all wild shit, which is cool. Like battle raps niggas can tell me anything. I ain't shit, holla. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you and all, that's cool. So, we arguing, and all of a sudden, the nigga say, nigga, I should rob you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna rob you when I see you.
Simply want to go through the importance of this battle. You know, again, and Verb Entertainment was able to put this on a closure to headline in a smaller setting for the most part. It wasn't what Believe Hall was. It was a closure, a nice sized room, and for me, what makes this great for Hitman Holla is that he closed a long grudge match. You know what I'm saying? A long grudge match that was in the making for a while, and a lot of people wanted to see this, and he got it done in a good amount of time. The resurgence of the people requesting this particular battle.
You gonna rob who? Boy, I was alone to Chrome. Knock, I'm at his crib. I hope that he home. And he came to the door on his phone. Bet you won't tweet it again. But that nigga Bill know what I'm on. But all he do is ice, grill, and watch niggas. It's another Johnny Dang. Point blank range. Shotty bang. Stomach shot, think piggy bank. I bet the whole inside of his body changed. Lose to him with the hands. No fucking way. Man, y'all gonna find Bill on the floor like it's my lucky day.
And what I noticed in this battle is Hitman Holla is known for performance. That's his super strong suit. That's what he goes to. Like this is his. That's what he has 100% in. This is what he's known as #1 in. But a lot of times when as an artist, as a person that loves competition, a person that loves to say, hey, if you think I can't do this, I'm going to do it. So for me, for what I saw in this particular battle is that his performance took somewhat of a back seat. Of course he did perform here and there, but I feel like his strategy was up. This is more of a bar for bar display. He was a little more back-to-back punching, as opposed to let me perform every single thing out, and you know. So I thought this was a very good and important battle for Hitman Holla, but yet again, this was not his magnum opus. I appreciate the closure 100%. I feel like this is where Bill Collector started to get a very good rise in his career, and so it made sense. Bill Collector just wasn't somebody that was in the dumps. No, he was a very formidable opponent, doing a lot of work going into this battle. So the strong opponent was there. Him having a good performance was there. But let me ask you this again. For me, the definition. Let me read the definition one more time. A large, an important work of art, music, literature, especially one regarded as the most important work of an artist or writer or battle rapper. Do you believe that this battle is Hitman Holla's most important battle? I think not. Let's move on. And we can do this for a lot of battles that Hitman has. And the thing about it, what Hitman Holla does so well is that he's able to create grudges. Everybody he battles, there's a story behind it, somewhat of a story behind it. But why not go to somewhere of the start? Hitman Holla versus Young Ill. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I'm just giving this the respect because this is one of the first times I saw Hitman Holla. And it created a spark like, yo, who is this guy? But I did it for both of these guys. When I watched Young Ill, I'm like, oh, what? He's using gimmicks. He's tagging in people. You know how you see Jerry West do? Yo, he adds person in the background. Young Ill was doing the same thing right here.
I put on the Metro Link with $2 and no change. Send it back to you with cum shots, coat stains, chapped lips, and throat pains. Now she text messaging him like, Holla, I think we need a break. You are so fucking lame. Look, he call her back and get the voicemail like, bitch, why you want to play these games? Look.
You know what I mean? The passion between these two, the hunger between these two, Again, a lot of us, this was the first time a lot of us saw Hitman Holla.
You ain't sick, dog. Hey, Verb, it got me pissed off. You threw a pillow at a brick wall, and y'all acting like he asked me first. We could have battled at Fight Club, but this nigga had to work. Boy, the clips that he spray off, texting the ARs, I called his job, found out the nigga had the day off. Hey.
So I'm just giving the respect to putting it up here, but obviously for me, this is not Hitman Holla's Magnum Opus, but it would fall under the credentials and the criteria that I'm setting, But did I see Hitman Holla as a super top tier right here? Did I see potential? Of course you see potential. But do you see Hitman Holla as the Hitman after this battle? With all due respect, I didn't. Great battle. And in all respect to him, but I saw more of a star at this point in Young Ill than Hitman Holla. I definitely seen star potential in Hitman Holla, but it was again the extra thing that Young Ill was doing. It was a little different for him.
Y'all know what can happen. I made it. I won't let them come take me. Your son gotta get home safely. Only God can save me, but still gotta keep it off safety. If it's on, then it might not save me, and that shit crazy.
Now, my favorite battle of all time. Believe it or not, I said this on Champion a few times, said it in just regular J Black videos. This is literally my favorite battle of all time. So you would think that my favorite battle of all time would be the Magnum Opus of someone's career, right? Well, let's see as we go through this. This is a very up there type of battle at the time. I know exactly where I was. Community College of Philadelphia, CCP, if you're around here. I believe third floor library, back room, where a lot of computers is at. I'm going crazy in there. This is my first time. Of course, I was in the building in St. Louis. I'm going crazy in here. They thought I was crazy. How crazy I was going. I literally had to stop whatever I was doing to watch this battle. Like that was at that point in time. That was the most I felt like I was addicted to battle rap. Imagine you in community college. You there to study. You there to do this. You there to do that. And you run to the back room of a computer library to watch a battle like this because they just dropped it too. You know what I mean? Screw the study and screw this. I gotta see Hitman Holla versus Abel. So yes, this is my favorite battle of all time. It still hasn't changed.
The black gloves, rubber grip with the radar chip. I come to one of Verb parties with an AR clip and shoot soon as I get in like I'm J.R. Smith.
And it has, again, over 5 million views. This is definitely a classic in content, in moments. You know what I mean? Sparks throughout the battle, grudge prior to the battle, high conversation during that time. If you was on Twitter, if you was watching YouTube videos, this was the talk of the town. And I get Verb had that moment in the third.
Nigga, stop getting on camera saying you popping them guns. Hey, Big Gerald. Yes, sir. That's the way you talk to your son.
But people still debated this battle. You know what I mean? People were still debating this battle, and slogans was created after this. The landscape of battle rap changed after this. Hitman was able to talk his ish. A-Verb was able to talk his stuff. And you definitely looked at Hitman Holla different during this battle.
I came up the fast. Well, fuck top chick, give me that underdog status. I walked in, hugs from the bitches, the baddest. He walked in, tragic, no looks, magic.
You know, you can consider him over top tier at this point. Star. And the same favor. But do I believe that this is Magnum Opus? No. I disagree. Is this where you see him as king? Possibly. I would love to hear you guys' debate. I would love, as I go through these battles, and you probably think different from me, I would love to hear what you have to say, but for me, it's not. But who would I be not to go through the work? You know, when you go to class, whether you're in calculus or algebra, you have to show the work. I can give you my answer right now. But I want to go through the work. Another important and critical battle. And I believe this is the highest viewed battle on URL.
See you with your homies, I understand, that's fine. But just watch how you look at me. For one of y'all end up dying, man. Everybody bout it. I swear to God, y'all lying. Like, when did he get tough? Man, I swear to God, I be crying. It's just something about me different. They like the way I shine. Yeah, you.
Ultimate Rap League. This is with over 9 million views. 9 million views. URL's most viewed battle, if I'm not mistaken.
Between Hitman Holla, representing St. Louis, Missouri, versus Tsu Surf, representing Newark, New Jersey. Finally, the long-awaited grudge match and one of the biggest battles in MC battle history.
And I consider this the new Mook versus Lux. The hype before the hype. The rattle before the battle. The two titans of the new era. Again, accumulating over 9 million views. Sheesh. The talk going into this battle. You know what I mean? They believe that this is where WWE started because if you didn't know, I'm here to educate you on what happened prior. Hitman Holla and Tsu Surf been going back and forth on Twitter, talking a lot of ish. Battle got booked, and I believe outside, and I'll make sure to show footage, they got into somewhat of a scuffle. Tsu Surf tried to grab his hat, and Hitman Holla tried to rush Tsu Surf, and the camera cut. And it made the hype for the battle really good. Can't front here. It made the battle really good. Hitman Holla out the gate with a crazy first round. So if you didn't know Hitman Holla as the first round king, you had to believe that after this particular battle.
I said chill for I flash one. Remix that blast, son. Holla, let me get on. You fucked up my last one. I'm thinking about shooting the nigga. Pull that beam out. Shots go right through his chest. Rip his spleen out. The doctors pull his dreams out. His mama. Fuck that. Holla, I lock him clean out.
Again, for the new era, for the new guys in the battle culture that didn't get a chance to witness Murder Mook and Loaded Lux and the Rexes of the world, as it was happening, the whole culture was here as it was happening. I feel like this really put Hitman in the forefront. This really put Tsu Surf in the forefront as those guys. I believe they talk the way they talk today because of moments like this. When Hitman be like, I'm Hitman, it's because of battles and wars like this. When Tsu Surf is in the spaces talking the way he's talking, it's because of battles like this. This could very well be the Magnum Opus. I can make a point that, yes, you look at Hitman Holla different, you look at Tsu Surf different, like this is one of them ones. I was very excited watching this battle. I was very pleased and happy with this battle. Yet, I still don't feel like this is the Magnum Opus.
Sit back, let them teach me the ropes. I ain't tripping. Good things come to those who wait. That's not a dream. Me being loyal got my brother on board. See what I mean?
Even with the hype, the rattle before the battle, even with the talk afterwards. You know what I mean? And the beautiful chef kiss at the end, the fact that Tsu Surf and Hitman Holla are really cool at this point. You know, everything about this battle was just extremely good. Obviously a classic. Obviously a classic. But for me, it's not the Magnum Opus of Hitman Holla. It's not the most important battle of Hitman's career. Next up, I'm going to go through this to show love. Hitman Holla versus John Don. And again, I have to applaud Hitman. A lot of you battle rappers and MCs, please learn. Notice, besides Young Ill, and probably it was with Young Ill because I didn't really see the back and forth at that time. That was very earlier on in battle rap. And I don't think they put everything on YouTube of Hitman Holla and Young Ill talking ish. So besides that, notice there's a story, there's a grudge, there's a reason for you to pull into the battle. Hitman versus Surf, there was a lot of talk. Hitman versus Verb, there's a lot of talk. Hitman versus Bill, a whole 7-year beef story attached to that. Hitman versus Cassidy, the second it got announced, it's lit, it's up. And the thing about it, you can go to Hitman Holla on Champion, he was talking about Cassidy. We blame the leagues to do this and do that, and shout out to the leagues. A lot of MCs make your storylines, make it make sense for us fans. It don't got to be WWE. I don't think he was faking the funk with any of these guys. But it's okay to build a storyline, and please build storylines if you can. Back to the point.
This the round I mold and groom. You hear that? I ain't even rhymed yet, and I'm already teaching the little nigga how to control the room.
Hitman Holla versus John the Don, obviously they were cool in some type of aspect. And that's the thing, so you don't have to be beefing. You don't have to fight somebody. Oh, I want to fight you, or slap your person, slap your entourage. You don't got to be that way. This is a competitive situation between the two. And they were supposed to do a 1-rounder in the hotel. John said, no, I want you on a big stage. Fast forward, some -2 happens. And again, this is a classic. A battle for the ages, and I feel like John the Don did his thing. Close range, the shot was taken, but I feel like Hitman Holla for the most part prevailed. But then I believe the first and the third going against a new talent, given a shot in a dangerous setting, because if he wasn't what he was supposed to be on that stage that day, he would have got leaned.
I started from the bottom, meaning zone by zone, and I got to this top spot on my own. You having close battles with bill collector? I showed up at his house just to prove that he a fraud. The nigga wasn't there. I left a message with the dog. It was 3 bodies left. I put 1 in the hall. I'm a wizard with this shit. The other 2 in John Wall. Stop acting like a bad guy. That Mag 5 will put him in the earth like a bad vibe. Bring him back, point blank range. Knock the brains out of him. Then reload with the bullets that came out of him.
You know what I mean? He would have got leaned. SM2. The battle was forced on the card. An athlete put money up to make it happen. Beautiful match. I was in the building too. Very happy and pleased with this particular battle. But obviously, this is not the Hitman. This is not the Magnum Opus of his career. I'm just giving it love. I'm just showing the love. I can give love to Hitman Holla versus Shotty Horror and King Dot as well. But come on, we know that's not it. We know that. We know those particular. We can name other battles too, but we know them 2-on-2. That's not it. I'll give you guys one last shot before I get into what I believe is Hitman Holla's Magnum Opus. Hitman Holla versus K-Shine.
Refuse and let these new fans and these bloggers get the best of me. Had the nerve to say I fell off. Well, I must have landed on my legacy.
Hitman Holla, representing St. Louis, Missouri, versus K-Shine, representing Harlem, New York. This battle is a long-standing grudge match between 2 solidified veterans.
And again, throughout the years, you know, as Hitman Holla takes, I would say, a boss's pace, you know, an endgame boss's pace. You know, they don't battle every 5 seconds or 25 times a year. And no offense to anybody that does, no offense, you know. But again, a lot of times, like a Murder Mook or Loaded Lux, they take their time. Once every 2 years, once every 3 years. Hitman Holla is probably at this time battling once every year just to prove his point. Like, yo, I'm him. Don't forget that. I'll jump in the ring. Give me an opponent. And at this point in time, obviously, K-Shine was K-Shine and who he was, but there's a lot of shit talk on Hitman Holla's name. It was. He can't do this. He can't do this. He can't do that. Again, I was in the building for this particular matchup, too. Hitman Holla walks across the stage and gets booed. Let's see that again. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. You can ask the man himself. You can ask the man himself if you think I'm fronting. Before the battle even starts, Hitman Holla walks on stage and gets booed. Imagine that. You're in New York. You're in New York, the Mecca. Then this was Irving Plaza. The man gets booed immediately before even uttering a word. And he's going against somebody from New York. Shout to K-Shine. And I'll let the word speak for himself.
Hey, you unloyal ass bitch. I can't believe you. You had the nerve to give a fake 5 to the same hand that used to feed you. You told T-Rex you gonna knock him out if he disrespect your baby mama or your daughter, nigga. Man, I'll fuck your baby mama in front of your daughter, nigga.
That's fall on my legacy. Y'all keep playing my career. Y'all keep playing my name. And he does that. He flips things that K-Shine has said throughout his past battles or even interviews. And he's showing precision in this position. You know, and I can say the same thing for Tay-Rock. You know, a lot of times we say performance. All this person got performance. I say this stressfully. Do not put people in the box with the K-Shine battle, with the Bill Collector battle, with the Tay-Rock battle. It's not all about performance. Of course, he performs in a lot of these battles. But again, against Tay-Rock, watch that. That was a master class in strategy. I'm going to say this and make you feel that way. I'm going to do this. I might counter here. Say this and do that. It wasn't necessarily all based on performance. But back to K-Shine versus Hitman Holla. The fall of my legacy, the fake 5. Oh my God. I did. Out the gate in the first. Sheesh. And he prevailed. You know, I won't put this on Shine. I won't put this on him. When I quote people, I want to quote them verbatim for the most part. But he prevailed and did his thing. Shine did not lose a battle after this, basically. But it just showed he is who he say he is. But obviously, you know, I'm just giving you guys, you know, a few things that you can go over before you even consider what you believe his Magnum Opus is. But for me, the clear pick for Magnum Opus for Hitman Holla, and you got to be here with me. I shouldn't have to say what it is, but I'm going to say it anyway, because that's part of the video. Hitman Holla versus Arsonal, the Rebel. Yes.
URL, Ultimate Rap League, the main event, the battle of the year. Hitman Holla representing St. Louis, Missouri versus Arsonal the Rebel representing Newark, New Jersey.
To me, this is clear. There is no debate here. Let's go back to what the definition of Magnum Opus is. A large, important work of art, music, literature, especially one regarded as the most important work of an artist or writer or a battle rapper. Huh? Let me say this again. For me, it's not just about views. Oh, this battle got the most views ever. 9 million views, 5 million views. I believe it's about what the battle that ultimately changed your view of said person as a king, as a threat, as a top tier, as a danger to any MC, a problem, a top tier, the next guy, a star. And of course, you can see potential. You can see this type of Magnum. You can see the potential in a lot of guys. Him versus Big T, showing potential. Him versus Young Ill, showing potential. Him versus Cortez, he's showing potential. Oh, ish. But the pressure was on this young man at this particular time, y'all. The pressure was on him, and you can't tell me no different. Arsonal the Rebel, this is before. This battle before. He battle conceded. Arsonal battle conceded. Arsonal was this. Arsonal over here, he's doing a lot. Arsonal was the vet at that particular 2010. Arsonal was him. Arsonal was him. What we doing? Arsonal was him. Rapping ability, beating people. Doing this, doing that, battling that person. Come on, what we doing? And on top of that, when I'm saying they put the pressure on, this man had videos going against STL as a state, as a person, talking a lot of ish. This is a must-win. He put Hitman Holla in a must-win situation. The beef between the two, the World Star Hip Hop, the YouTube videos, all of it. Sorry for the headphone users, my apologies. All of it was on the line.
This what you asked for. This what you get. I mean, I got real goons behind me. Also, ho, we see right through you. This nigga, man, you fucking stupid. Is this nigga stupid, man? He's stupid. He's stupid. Hey,
man, come to the middle of the map,
come to the middle of the map.
Talking that shit. Come down here, man.
Hey, first of all, any real nigga that saw my interview, any real rapper that saw my interview, any real blood, any real Crip, any real GD, any real Vice Lord that saw my interview, they'll tell you. That was some real shit I spoke. I dissed nobody. I ain't diss nobody. I ain't say fuck Jersey. I ain't say fuck New York. I ain't say none of that shit. Fuck them niggas. But check it out though.
Hey, Surge, what it do?
Hey, Arsonal. If you supposed to be a real goonie and you got real OGs, they should have told you that wasn't a good look. Now you can't step a pinky toe nowhere past Midwest. Arsonal, you an actor. I had to drop the round ball to approach this low-life ass rapper. Let's box, fuck a battle, and I ain't gotta hit your homie Blaze. He too busy fighting with your shadow. I'm a young boss, you little niggas skedaddle. The shotty spit bucks, I make it rain like Seattle. Weapons, I slide by some. I hang you up and let my sister pull your dreads out one by one.
In that order.
Believe it or not, you the one should be on Ripley's for naming the most artists that dropped in the 60s. Yeah, you did it big. He showed us how he lived. Boy, stop. That was your man's crib. You know, that child ain't yours. That's another man's kid. So I'm going to leave his brain on another man's wig.
You know, all of it was on the line, and I feel like between Hitman Holla versus Arsonal battle, that's why his slogan was created for the most part. The man, what? This is when you really when you say ball game today, the way you said. Of course, he's been saying it, but you said based off of this battle.
You ain't never been in the field. Show me a scar too. Hitman, I'm one human being, but got the heart of two. If you don't understand my warning, I bet your daughter do. Ball game.
I come around, you around, do not move. Don't crack a smile, I'm not your pal, we not cool. You go fish, not allowed in the crop pool, understand if you jump. I can do that with this battle. Again, the hostile environment, he was in New York. You know what I mean? He was in New York. If you pay attention to watch the battle, the whole, from our vantage point as a viewer, the whole right side is Jersey. The whole right side is Jersey. He's in dangerous territory, dangerous environment, and he makes work out of the battle.
Back and take an L. You ain't got no choice, hell. Leave his throat in the envelope, then I send it to his folks. That's a voicemail. His homeboy keep talking while I'm rapping. Not cool. The contract said I can't hit this nigga. Not you. All that gang banging, lifting the 40 up, not true. Prison, this is some stupid shit you should not do. I come around, you around, do not move. Don't crack a smile, I'm not your power, not cool. The next you irrelevant, I'ma smack Rex. I said, damn, dude might be gangster. I miss this, you shit me. For some strange reason, I fucking believed him. I walked in, spotted both of them. I said, oh shit. Anytime now, Arsonal should be approaching him. He should take that angle and smack him that way. In my head, I started coaching him. He turned around, saw Rex, saw me, and did this. You a prince? Well, I snatch your princess, trigger fucker with twin texts. And the queen, well, they fly by next. They ricochet and hit the king mama like Delonte West. Oh, yeah, you know. Who's the Ishi? Is it true? Was it Photoshop? Is it you?
Not only did this man win, he was officially stamped after this. You couldn't tell me that he wasn't top tier after this battle. What? And to me, this was his, at this point in time, this is his best performance. Over a top tier person that we looked above him. In 2010, we looked at Arsonal. Hitman was underdog. You know, now y'all watching this in 2023. Well, in 2010, Arsonal was a way above a Hitman Holla, with all due respect. We expected Hitman to fight and, you know, prove his case, but do all that and lose. You're supposed to lose here. You know? But again, I feel like at that point in time, you can see the difference in league because the content that Arsonal was using was great for grind time. But Hitman Holla had a very surgical, I'm talking to you, a very convincing, believable, super street, you know, things that you said, man, what? Huh? That happened too. And then the story between Hitman Holla, Arsonal. of my mom's children. Dude, wait, battle every battle rapper in the building. Oh my gosh. Hit the King Mama like Devontae West. Oh my gosh. He had stuff littered all throughout this battle, and this battle made you look at Hitman Holla clearly different. 100% clearly different. To me, Hitman Holla versus Arsonal the Rebel is Hitman Holla's Magnum Opus. And it also had, I know it's about viewership, but it also had about 5 million views. And I feel like for the most part, Hitman Holla is very big stage for the most part. At that time, that was considered, because, battle rap wasn't everywhere. It's a big stage, elevated platform, and he had to show and prove. But comment right now. Let me know how you feel. Do you feel like him versus Tsu Surf is the Magnum Opus? Him versus John possibly? I doubt that. Hitman versus Verb. Talk to me. Let me know how you feel, and we'll move on from this. And I will be putting out his battle points. But I want to redo that. I really want to redo that. The video we did. I want to do it a little more structured. So. Again, this is a Champion Gold exclusive. This only goes out when y'all say it's cool to go out. This is on this for the whole year. Salute. Appreciate y'all. Champion.
And
I got one last question. It's not to do with bags and bodies, more so about you. I got this thing called Magnum Opus dropping about you. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know, what is your most important battle or critical battle for your career?
Me versus Arsonal.
That's what I said.
That's why you. That's why I said. I mean, strictly because that was my biggest battle at the time. He was the biggest name. He had 1 million views. And he dissed my city on World Star every day to me.
I said all this, I promise.
So I was literally walking in basketball games, whatever. Hey, you hear what Arsonal said about the city? You gonna let him do that? 2010, 2009.
Yeah, yeah.
If I would have lost that battle, that kind of would have put me probably in a has-been. He lost all. You know what I'm saying? That battle, I took out another Mountain Rushmore type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
At the time too, it was him.
Exactly. So with me getting that win, that solidified my spot. He meant to be here. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely an Arsonal battle for sure. I tell him all the time too.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
All right, salute, Hitman. Appreciate you for having me out here, man. So
Bags and bodies, black. Yeah, you champion family now. You know that.
I'm here, man.